Okay, how's it going, everybody? This is Gotta Transform Mole. We are back at it today with Shiny Spritzee Masuda hunting, but there's a big change from last night's stream to this one, and that is you can see on the bottom, the layout on the bottom's a little bit different. That's because today I grinded for hours on another Pokemon on this route, because I saw it was at like 480 something. Or no, 380 something. That's it. 380 something. So I grinded another 120 or so of this Pokemon to get it to the 500 mark. And so, starting today, going forward, our brand new additional count, Shiny Wobbuffet. So I now officially have that one up to 500 battled in the Pokedex. I grinded this all day today. This is what most of my time went towards. Funny enough, this is only my third Pokemon at the 500 mark. The other two being also coincidentally on the bottom of the screen, Swirlix and Stufful. But unlike Stufful and Swirlix, I did not get a shiny Wobbuffet in the lead up to that 500 number. So, we are still on the lookout for a shiny one of this. So we're starting today. This is going to be at a 1 in 455 odds. We're going to see how long it will take us to finally get one of these, in addition to seeing if we get a shiny Stufful, a Swirlix. There's also still Minxino, Galarian Farfetch'd, and Drifloon on this route, in addition to obviously hatching eggs for Spritzee. But yeah, I'm very happy and excited to have another Mon we'll be counting. Because to me, I saw no point in counting Mons that have a changing shiny rate. Because it's like 100 to 200 is a different rate, 200 to 300 is a different rate, 300 to 500 was a different rate. But now that we are at 500, there is no change in shiny rate. These three Pokemon at the bottom, they are all 1 in 455, which is actually better than the odds we would have for Spritzee. The only difference is Spritzee comes at a much increased rate, let's say that. So, fingers crossed with this additional Pokemon, this will somehow shake things up and I can finally get an Aura Encounter shiny on a stream. Oop, I actually moved it up to wishy-washy, but that's okay. We're getting out of this anyway. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into it. How's it going, Draven? Welcome in. It's going very good. I spent, I don't know how much of what I just said you caught. I grinded Wobbuffets today, like another 120 for the Pokedex, and got it up to 500. So it is now added to the bottom of the screen going forward. I'm hoping having increased odds on another Pokemon might mean I can finally have some sort of shiny encounter with the Aura method on stream. Because every single one I've gotten has been off of a stream. Yeah, and one, let me check something here. I need to make sure I'm in the right. I guess it didn't matter. It was all empty anyway. It's like, let me make sure the extra Pokemon are not going into like a box with Pokemon already in it. Yeah, it has been a long while coming to get another Pokemon on there. And hello, Sam. I just noticed you were there too. Welcome in as well. See, I'm hoping now that we have an additional Pokemon with increased shiny odds, we will find a shiny tonight. Like, I'll take the shiny Spritzee, but at this point, I would very much like to see one from an Aura encounter. Oh yeah, that is absolutely the plan and the idea. Like, eventually I'll get Galarian, Farfetch'd, Drifloon, and Minccino down there, because there's a lot of Pokemon I'm gonna be having to Masuda hunt in this game, and might as well take advantage of the Aura Encounter method to just also continuously hunt these other Pokemon while I'm at it. Oh, and speaking of, we have our first Aura Encounter for tonight. It is Minccino, who is not at 500, so we are not adding it to the bottom just yet. Well, don't, Galarian Farfetch'd would beg to differ. Like, Galarian Farfetch'd isn't great. The other 5 do have really good shinies. Well, I can show you with the Pokedex, because all the shinies I have from this game are already in home, but I can quickly have the comparison with this. Alright, so this is normal Galarian Farfetch'd. That is the shiny. Normal. Shiny. It's so bad. Like, it took me a while to even realize that there is somewhat of a noticeable difference. Because if you look at the normal one, like, the chest is more white. And if you look at the shiny, the chest has more like a yellow to it. Because at first I thought the only difference was the, like, the brown gets a little brighter, which to me is not noticeable unless they're side by side. But I do think I will notice, like, the white versus the yellow. I think. I won't know until we come across one, but yeah, Surfetch'd at least somehow has a really, like, a really different shiny, somehow. Like, there's really no excuse nowadays to have a Pokemon with an awful shiny. And, like, Gen 9 is very, like, somehow hit or miss. Like, you get shinies like Dondozo that are amazing shinies. But then you also have ones like Tandemouse or the Charcadet line. It's just like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do this? Yeah, it definitely would be one of those ones I would need the shiny sound to probably notice. And we got our first egg hatch. It's the first change in the count. Yeah, well, unfortunately with Gimmighoul, it's essentially shiny locked. Like, it's only available, like, shiny Gimmighoul has only been available, I think, the 2 times they had special raids for it. Which, by the way, were at full odds. So there were no shiny boosts for whatever reason. And I just kind of looked at that and was like, yeah, I'll wait till sometime in the future when this Pokemon might be more readily available. Like, to a point that, to a point for my Scarlet shiny living dex, where even if I have the Pokemon shiny from another game, I'm going for it within Scarlet. I do not count Gimmighoul and Goldengo as part of the total. Like, they are just completely excluded because I'm just writing them off. Like, I'm not going for them, I'm not getting them, unless they decide at some point to do some sort of, like, increased shiny odd release. Nah. Oh, and we have our first Swirlix for the night. Not shiny, but okay. Always have to wait to see what pops up next, just because those can sometimes also have an aura. And funny enough, for every single Masuda hunt I have done, and so far it's basically just been 3 Whismur, 1 Togedemaru, and we're in the midst of this one. Swirlix and Stufful for this whole run have had better odds than the Masuda eggs. Not to mention, like, the Wobbuffet, Farfetch'd, like, the odds for the other 4 before now. And none of that has shined prior to now. On a stream. Like, I've completed the Swirlix and Stufful lines, and have gotten 1 Farfetch'd. But nothing has been on stream. So it's more I want to show that it does work. Not Swirlix, Stufful. But it's difficult when it doesn't happen and the number keeps going higher than the odds. Like for Swirlix now, we are less than 100 away from hitting odds. Because it's 1 in 455. Also, shout out to the live chat box. It is randomly working today. I know Sam was talking with me last night for a bit. I don't think it worked a single time during that whole conversation. And then just today it's working for whatever reason. Honestly, I think what I'll probably just end up doing at some point, I'll probably just completely... I think the easier thing right now will probably just be to completely remove the live chat box. Because it's not worth having there for something that is not functional. For the most part. And then I can just expand the game window. Hopefully. But that is another layout project for another day. Today's project was getting Wobbuffet up to 500 and then editing that bottom group to add in Wobbuffet. Well, that's what I was. That's what I was saying, though. Probably I think the better choice after removing the live chat box is just expanding the game box to a bigger size. Like maybe taking up like this just left to right and taller. I'll have to see how that looks at some point. Oh, you have another Stufful. Oh, and I saw one in the water as well. Probably a Magikarp, but I do believe... Aw. Really? That was too close? Oh, that's disappointing. That could have been a shiny. Just my luck there. And then just my luck here. Well, the issue was I was too fast and got too close. But I did not think I was close enough for it to disperse. Like, that was entirely likely our only water aura spawn for the stream. Because I do not see those almost ever. Well, so fishing encounters, you have to approach them slow. Because if you go up too fast, it just disappears. But you can chain fish, and you either KO or catch Pokemon. And the more you catch, the higher odds you get for aura encounters. And obviously the aura encounters have increased shiny rates. I think, yeah, like the more you battle and catch in a row, the higher the chance of an aura becomes. So going off of Cerebee's list, like if you catch from 0 to 2, it's just the basic chance. 3 to 6, it's 1.3. 7 to 14, it's 3.3. Which at that point, it's already more than any wild encounter odds. 15 to 24 is 6.6 times the chance. And then when you get to 25 plus, it's 16.6 like times the odds of having an aura encounter. So it's really good for like fishing and chain hunting Pokemon, that kind of stuff. I know I've tried it on the route, I think it's Route 9, above Spikemuth, where Marnie and Pierre's gym is. I've tried it up there, and I know... Yeah, brilliant fishing, basically. Yeah, brilliant aura fishing. I know at that place, it's Mantike, Mantine, Wailmer, and Wailord. And then supposedly there's a 1% Lapras. I've never seen a Lapras there. But if we... Oh, you got a shiny Wishy-Washy. That is one I do not have, but it has a good shiny, doesn't it? It's yellow, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that one up. So, Wishy-Washy. There we go, Wishy-Washy. Yeah, it goes yellow. Looks very good. It's definitely a noticeable one, I think. Funny enough, that is actually kind of like Glare and Farfetch'd. It goes white to yellow, but the Wishy-Washy is a lot better. It pulls it off a lot better than Farfetch'd does. But let's see. It's like from the attempts I've done, Mantike's at 183, Mantine's at 40. And then we have Whalmer and Wailord. Whalmer's 123, Wailord's 29. So their numbers are going up, so like future chain fishing attempts will be hopefully more fruitful with shinies there. Did I already grab an egg? I did, okay. You got it at just 12? Oh, I envy that. That is some good luck. Oh, we have a Minxino. Funny enough, both Wobbuffet and Minxino are pink shinies. Always gotta wait to see what pops up next. Oh, and we have a oop. I got double ooped. It's like, oop, there's an aura. Oop, I'm standing in the middle of a random encounter. I don't even know if Dottler can be found, like, in the wild, to where, like, KOing them from these random encounters helps. I should see. Because Dottler's Route 5. Okay, there is areas of the wild area, at least, where Dottler can appear. So KOing them would have some use. I've never seen a random encounter with an aura. I'm not aware of them being able to, because there's no model to put the aura onto, I guess, because it's just ruffling grass until you get into the battle. Yeah, there's at least one area in the wild area that Dottler can spawn in the wild and not be a grass encounter. So KOing them here at least would help with there. In fact, it's like there's an area where it's just like, no matter what, every like no matter the weather, like every weather will spawn Dottler in that area. That is a fair point. Yeah. Yeah, the random grass spawns do, or not the random grass, the random fishing spots can have auras. I still have never seen a grass one. Yeah, I hope after all the effort I put into getting Wobbuffet ready for tonight, we at least find a Wobbuffet with an aura. Because that'll actually be disappointing if I don't get a single one, like, tonight after doing all that. So I hope we get one on a Wobbuffet, but it looks like we're getting another one on Swirlix. After the sapling. Nothing on that Swirlix. Yeah, I've gotten into a habit of just, for this game, just KOing everything I even maybe accidentally encounter. Because they, like, just, even that one KO can go towards maybe someday happening across an aura encounter that gives a shiny. So yeah, like, while it's annoying to hit the random encounters sometimes, it's at least like, well, I'll get the +1, the Pokedex. Now it's just hoping something can shine. And I'll be honest, I would very much rather finally get one from the aura encounters. Like getting a Masuda shiny, yes, I want it and I'll take it. But we're far and beyond overdue for finding one on the stream. Yeah, I mean, like, specifically from the aura encounters. She does not have one ready for us. There we go. Yep, because again, Swirlix and Stufful with the aura encounters have a higher shiny chance than everything we've been hatching from the Masuda eggs. And we've gotten 4 Masuda eggs on stream. Yeah, well, they need to get over it. I want to see one of you on the screen. And I would personally love it if Wobbuffet does it. Like, if after doing that today, Wobbuffet is the one that breaks this curse, I will be thrilled. But I swear, watch it be like Drifloon, which I think is probably the one I would want the least out of anything on this route. And that is not because Drifloon's a bad shiny. It's because I already got Drifloon from Legends Arceus and Scarlet. So I don't need more from this game. Honestly, it would be the same for Magikarp. Got it in Scarlet, got it in Legends Arceus. Don't really need another one from this game. Oh, couldn't make that curve. Yeah, I have, I don't have it up to 100, so it's not getting, I mean, what is the, I don't even know if it's at 50 yet to have a shiny chance boost. Let me see. Well, it's at 40. So it has an aura chance boost. Because at 20 plus, it's 1.3 for a chance. So it gets a 0.3 chance increase. When we hit 50, it goes to 1.6 and gets its first shiny chance increase from 1 in 1024 to 1 in 819. So yeah, not likely to happen, but entirely possible to happen. I think actually Magikarp might have more. Hang on, I need to look at Drifloon. I think I've fought more Magikarp than I have Drifloon. Oh no, actually they're still relatively close, but I have fought more Drifloon. And I'm 3 away from getting that next increase on that. But unlike with Wobbuffet, I'm not going to go out of my way for Drifloon. Oh, egg hatching. That wasn't me clicking on the trainer. Because again, Drifloon already got it in Scarlet, already got it in Legends Arceus. I'll let that one... I'll take my time with that one in this game. Like, if we ever do get up to 500, I will add it to the bottom. But when I started doing all of this with this route, it was Swirlix and Stufful. And then I eventually went for Wobbuffet and Galarian Farfetch'd. And Minccino and Drifloon have just been like... As they decide to randomly have an aura with their basic odds chances. Ooh, I almost got close to that one, but we actually got another water encounter. I swear to God, if this shines and it's a Magikarp, after what we just talked about, I swear to God. Okay. Like, that would have been comedy if this decided to shine there. Well, if you've defeated 40 Farfetch'd, you just need 10 more for an aura chance increase. And then with that 10 more, you also get a shiny chance increase with the auras. Although it's entirely dependent on if you want to go for a shiny Galarian Farfetch'd. Like, I know I've said it before, and I'll just say it again. If you're like me, and you're planning to do a lot of Masuda hunts in this game, there's no reason not to go for, like, the aura hunts on this route while you're doing that. Because especially once you get those numbers up, you have that permanent chance of 1 in 455 with each of the aura encounters. Speaking of. Not a shiny, but still. It was another aura encounter. It's just like, why not take the chances to get a whole bunch of these shinies while you're hatching eggs for otherwise? It's like, yeah, it takes a lot of time to get those numbers up, but you're probably spending a lot of time here anyway hatching eggs. Yeah, I still need one more. I still need one more Shiny Glare and Farfetch to get the Evo. Which, can we also call out the Pokemon Company for coming up with some of the most absolutely stupidly convoluted evolution methods for some Pokemon? I mean, like what is... Like, what is Farfetch'd? You have to, like, get crits? Surfetched. Yeah, get 3 crit hits in one battle. Hello, Austin Jung. I am currently doing a Masuda hunt for Shiny Spritzee, as well as doing aura encounters for all the Pokemon on this route. Swirlix, Stufful, and Wobbuffet specifically, I am at the max possible odds for, so I'm counting those on the bottom. Wobbuffet I just got done today, have not seen an aura encounter since, so that is why it is at a 0. I am playing Sword. So I've got Swirlix and Spritzee's not available in my game. So I would have to Masuda hunt it in this game anyway. But I did a wheel spin last week to decide what my next hunt would be. The wheel spin gave me Shiny Spritzee. So we're going for that. Take a break from Kyurem in the Dynamax Adventures, which has not been kind to me. And to answer your earlier question earlier, Sam, Swirlix and Stufful I have been adding on to. Wobbuffet we've just hit. We've had no Wobbuffets yet, unfortunately. I'm hoping we will find at least one Wobbuffet tonight. Because I'd actually be sad if I took all those hours getting Wobbuffet up to the number to count it, and then we don't even find one tonight. Oh, you got Shiny Corsola. Congrats. You were doing the Galarian one, right? Or you're gonna go for a second to get the evolution? Okay, so you're just one and done. Well, congrats on getting done with that hunt. It is a good feeling to be done with the hunt. Oh, that Swirlix started to get an aura. There we go. And I guess the egg said, no, I will hatch first. What were you having trouble, like, what Pokemon were you having trouble getting to complete the Pokedex? I also know for me, there came a point I put Sword down and didn't touch it for a few years. It's like probably once Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl dropped, I didn't touch it for a few years because I played those games, and then when Legends Arceus dropped, I was all in on that game. Oop. If you have the Nintendo Online to trade, I would highly suggest looking up the Pokemon Sword trade codes people have decided on. It's like if you go for a trade and enter a specific code, other people will also be entering those codes. And you just kind of keep going through those codes until you find someone offering said Pokemon. Like I'm trying to see if I can find somewhere. Sword and Shield trade codes. I can, here we go. Let me, I can post a link to this page in the chat that has the numbers. There we go. So there's like a page on Reddit that has a whole bunch of like trade codes to help just to help people like get things they're looking for. Because I definitely made use of those when I was trying to get some of the different mons. Now, I would also recommend, though, if you do try that, do it with an idea you might not get the Pokemon traded back, if that's what you want. Like I would say for something like Zacian and Zamazenta especially, I can imagine people might literally just be trading to get the other one. But for a lot of those Pokemon, if you just like breed extras, it probably shouldn't be an issue being able to trade for them. I know they made the same for Scarlet and Violet. which I made, I think, less use of. I'm forgetting if Scarlet and Violet had a lot of, let's see, where is version exclusives? So they would have... So because I have Scarlet, I would have used it for... Oh wow, yeah, it actually kind of would have just been for the armor for Ceruledge. Horrors Beyond. I like that name. that is very fitting for a Pokemon that just gives off, like, I am haunted by the things I have seen. But let's reset the bike. I don't know what it's doing. But yeah, interestingly, Scarlet and Violet, like most of the version exclusives were paradoxes, which I was actually able to trade with a friend for, so I didn't use the trade codes. So yeah, I think for Scarlet and Violet, it was just the armor to make Ceruledge was all I used those codes for. Oh, we got another Swirlix. Still not shiny. Come on, Wobbuffet, give me an aura at least once tonight. We got another Stufful. It's still pink. Crazy to think we are 8 days away from the new Pokemon game. Which, next Thursday. And the good news for me, I have a vacation starting on the 19th. Which I haven't actually mentioned yet. I have a vacation on the 19th, which means the week of the 19th will be more streams, and hopefully longer streams. Now, the downside is that this is going to be the first game release I'm streaming for, and I don't know if I want to stream it. Because it would be the kind of thing like I'm not gonna want to record or stream my entire playthrough of this game, like because I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to wait until I can stream to play it. And then not play it in between said streams. So what I would stream would just be like fragments of my gameplay, which doesn't sound interesting, I feel, to most people. Oh yeah, the Galarian Corsola animations, like, yeah, isn't it just like a floating husk in Pokemon Camp? Like, it's so eerie, but almost like in a good way. Yeah, and that might be another thing, like, are people... How many people are going to be avoiding streams because of the new game, and they want to play and not be spoiled? Versus how many people would want to tune in to streams because they've already played said parts and want to see other people's reaction to parts? Because I do believe... Like, I expect there to be a point I would reach in the game where I would eventually stream something for it, like some shiny hunting parts. But I'm choosing to say now I will probably not be streaming like story gameplay, and probably not touch the game on stream until I'm at a point where I can shiny hunt. Because again, I don't see a point in doing fragmented streams of random story elements I happen to be at when it's time to stream. Hope I need to add an egg number there, 206. See, I'd imagine Legend ZA will probably be an off-stream thing until I'm ready to, like, I'm ready and at a point I can shiny hunt. I mean, I would expect that more for bigger streamers. I'm not too worried about that here. Especially if I don't end up streaming the game. Like, I see it less likely someone would come into like a random Sword and Shield chat and just start talking spoilers about ZA. But even when I get to a point where I'm ready to stream something in ZA, I expect that is probably past the point of most spoilers. Yeah, there's always a chance, and if it happens, to me it is what it is. Said person would probably just get banned. I probably have to put, like, just at the top of the description, like, no ZA spoilers. Even if I'm not playing a ZA game. Or even if it's not a ZA stream, I mean. And now again, not talking spoilers, because I know there's been a leaked list of, I guess at this point maybe confirmed new megas in the game. But I have not looked at this list, so keep that in mind when I say what I'm hoping to see. And I don't want spoilers about leaks. But I'm hoping that maybe we can get a post-Gen 6 Mon with a Mega. Like anything from Gen 7, 8, or 9. That was basically like post-Mega release. Like I think like Mega Beware would be cool. I would love a Mega Grapple Locked, because that's my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. Like, just I would love to see something Mega Wishy-Washy. Could be insane. Because like this is a rare opportunity where if they wanted to, or a Stufful, we could get some like Mega Pokemon for Mons that did not exist during Mega Evolution originally. I think that would be a very cool thing if they did that. Oh, there's a Swirlix. Now, I would say outside of that, I have no other, like, really specific Pokemon I hope get Megas. Oh, did not mean to run into the Stuffle. So it'll just be interesting to see what other Pokemon they decided to give Megas to. Although, actually thinking about that, I hope there's more... I hope there's also more Gen 6 Mons that get Megas. Because somehow for the gen that introduced Megas, the only Pokemon that got a Mega was DNC. Which seems like a baffling choice in hindsight. At least now we got the 3 starters, we have Hawlucha, we have Malamar. So we've got some options for Gen 6, but it would be nice if they did more. Another Stufful. Crisscrossing Swirlix and Stufful. I mean, some Gen 1 Pokemon still need something at this point. Like some Mons like Arbok, Fearow, Parasect. I'm trying to think like who else. I guess Jinx got Smoochum as like an added evolution line, but that was really it. So I guess Jinx as well. Like there's Pokemon that they have not done anything with that could use some more love. Yeah, like Arbok, I know Arbok, Fearow, and Parasect are the three right off the top of my head that they've done nothing with. Oh, so you were okay, so you were being like sarcastic? I mean, yeah, but they're gonna keep overdoing it with Gen 1. Like they did it back in the original X and Y with the original Megas. Like, why on earth does Charizard and Mewtwo need 2 Megas? Except, like, popularity favoritism? So I agree with you 100% on that. And even the Raichu Megas, like, did we really need 2? Like, did we? Oh. Again, they're additionally paywalled anyway with the DLC. Yep. It was just, Yep, Diancie was the only Gen 6 Mon. Audino, interestingly enough, was the only Gen 5 Mon. And then it was literally just Charizard and Mewtwo that got 2. And I guess now Raichu is the 3rd. Now, thinking about Arbok again, though, I was, I remember thinking back when Galarian Wheezing was revealed, like, oh, surely we're getting Galarian Arbok, and then perhaps, like, Galarian Wheezing and Galarian Arbok would end up with Jesse and James, for, like, almost like that nostalgia pairing. And then it was just like, no, Ekans and Arbok, I don't think we're even in Sword and Shield at all. Oh, and we have a Drifloon before we even find a Wobbuffet. Well, no, in Sword and Shield, there's Silicobra and Sandaconda. So there's at least those two. I'm trying to think of, like, other snake Pokemon. Because there's Seviper, but I don't believe Seviper's in Sword and Shield. Yeah, Seviper's not in Sword and Shield. So that's no-go. Yeah, dropping an R, I think, still gets the point across. I think that would work. I'm blanking on if there's any other snake Pokemon I'm forgetting. You have the Ekans line, the Silicobra line, Seviper. Oh yeah, Horror Beyond probably also works. Because there isn't, like, a missing letter. Oh, you have the Snivy line? So the Snivy line is also... snakes, but they're not in Sword and Shield either. Onyx and Steelix are kind of rock steel snakes. But again, don't believe they were in Scarlet and Violet. No, what am I saying? Onyx is absolutely in Scarlet and Violet. It's literally like... Onyx was literally the first, like, 2 strong Pokemon you run into in the wild area. So yeah, Onyx is in Sword and Shield. And then... I've literally just Googled snake Pokemon. Dunsparce is maybe a snake. Oh yeah, it is literally the land snake Pokemon. So there you go. Dunsparce is in Sword and Shield, and it is the land snake Pokemon. So we at least have Silicobra, Onyx, and Zygarde in the game, and I guess Dunsparce for snakes. But then the other half are not. Oh, and we got another Swirlix. Still not wanting to shine. And speaking of not wanting to shine, Wobbuffet, can you give me one tonight? Oh, and I just happened to spot that there's another Aura Swirlix up there. Yeah, I mean, it basically just, like, floats there. Even in movement, it just sort of floats there. And it's almost like the wind is just making it move. Just ever so slightly. And little by little. I know we're not, like, we're not exactly, like, close to ending stream, but I almost don't want to end stream unless we get at least one Wobbuffet Aura encounter. Like, I did not put in all that work for hours today to not get one during the stream. Because I remember I got at least 3. Just trying to get that number up. It's literally using counter on itself to counter the aura. I think Farfetch'd and Wobbuffet are the only two that have not had an aura tonight. Like, we've even had two in the water. I'm pretty sure I've gone multiple streams just never having one in the water. And Wobbuffet supposedly has a much more higher odds of having an aura than anything in the water would. Oop. Could not make that curve enough. Alright, this is number 220. Now, Togedemaru? Okay, yeah. Togedemaru was 231. So we need this in the next 10 eggs for it to be the fastest Masuda hunt I've had in Sword. Because right now the fastest was the Togedemaru at 231. Well, I don't want Magikarp to get this. Like, both Magikarp and Drifloon are tied for the thing I want to shine the least here. Have a good night, Sam. Congrats again on your Corsola. And if you do go for another one, I wish you luck with that. And I can say as far as me in the stream, I've got at least another half an hour to go before I even think about ending. And then I'll be back on Friday. Now the hope is that Wobbuffet can aura before we need to end stream. Because again, I kind of don't want to end without getting at least one aura encounter of this thing. Like I spent hours for that 120-ish increase in the Pokedex number. I at least want one opportunity. You wanna aura? No egg ready, but we got an egg hatching. There we go. Ooh. I'm actually... How have we gotten 3 water encounters and we've not had a single Wobbuffet? Alright, let's go with it. I swear, if this is a shiny Magikarp after Sam's left. Oh, it's a Choodle. Not a shiny. I actually would not have minded a shiny Choodle, though. Probably would have been something I only got like once or twice in Scarlet. Not back to back. Okay. Oh. I made the loop on the joystick, but the guy did not move nearly as well as the joystick did in the circular motion. We have an egg hatch and a Stufful to check. Oh, nope, no nickname. And not a shiny. I wish you popped up with an aura. Alright, 231. If it hatches here, it tied with Togedemaru. It is surpassing Togedemaru. I can watch it be like the next egg, though. No egg. Circles it is. Oh, there we go. Oh, another Stufful. Like, someday these things have got to shine on a stream. Like, I can't keep getting them off stream. Oh, there's a Swirlix. I'm just like, no. Like I am not running into you. Like I will walk around if I must. Seemed like a good time to just reset the bike. Again, right after I hit the boost button. Oh, finally. We have our first post max possible odds or encounter Wobbuffet. Darn. I would have loved for that to be the shiny that breaks this curse. Wobbuffet is at least finally on the board. Oh, cool, I can't run. So, alright, we'll flamethrower your face. That sounds like a fun out of context quote. Oh, I can't run. Well, then we'll flamethrower your face. But finally, we got Wobbuffet on the board. That would have been a great time for like the aura to just bounce to the other Wobbuffet or for another aura Wobbuffet to pop up. We can't be that lucky. Come on. Where's the next egg? There we go. I'm happy we got at least one Aura Wobbuffet though. Like I really did not want to consider ending the stream without one. Like I did all that work you're going to give me at least one. Now, the only thing that hasn't aura'd tonight has been Farfetch'd. I think technically, like Goldeen, I think is also on the water, so I guess technically Goldeen also hasn't. Try and confirm that. Yeah, the water is Magikarp, Chewtle, Goldeen, but Goldeen's only like a 10% encounter, so that is unsurprising. Now, we'll basically consider just Farfetch'd as the only missing aura encounter. I thought the Wobbuffet had it. Oh, I got so excited for a moment. I thought the Wobbuffet had it. I mean, I'm happy you have one, but you're not even shiny. Like, after an hour and 50 minutes, I actually thought we went, like, 2 aura encounters within a couple minutes of each other. But nope, still just the one for Wobbuffet. I think what I'm probably going to do tonight now that I see it's midnight, and I do have work tomorrow, so I'll keep going till 12:15, and then just hatch whatever eggs I have left at that point, and then call it a stream. And then, of course, we'll be back on Friday. Oop, Minxino with an aura. I wonder where I'm at now with Minxino. Like, Farfetch'd has not been happening, and I already know Drifloon's only in the 40s. I'm actually curious how close Minxino might be to the next, like, tier, or, like, the next odds increase. Let me look at that real quick. So, Minxino. 188, so we're only 12 away from the next increase in odds for the aura encounter. Maybe I'll take some time and just get those 12 done. Sorry, the next aura encounter has increased chance of happening. Oh, we got another Stufful chance. Still not shiny. I mean, at least we are not on a 700 streak anymore for a 1 in 455 odds. That was a happy day when that finally broke. Just unfortunate it couldn't be. It could not have been on a stream. Like I believe it was while I was hatching Galarian Ponyta eggs. Let's see some more Aura encounter chances before we end the stream. Maybe one more Wobbuffet. That'd be cool. Oh, we got a Stufful. Now I'm gonna KO this mainly in hopes that the aura sticks around in some aspect. Like either it pops up on the next Pokemon or it somehow moves onto the Wobbuffet. Oh, that's unfortunate. So much for the Wobbuffet maybe getting it. And alright, so flamethrowers to the face again. Alright, we are hitting egg 250. Getting to about halfway to the odds. This is a 256, that's half. My math is correct. Yeah, 1 in 512. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, 256, we hit odd, or halfway to odds. Maybe we'll just try and get there, at least. I think basically with the next few eggs we get, we'll probably get there. I think I need at least 2 more eggs. It is 12:15, so let me just... I think we need 1 more egg to hit 256. Yeah, because this egg I'm taking is 255. So I'll get 1 more egg. See if we can just... Yep, real quick. Okay, there we go. So 1 more egg. We'll hatch this party and call it a night. And see if we can get any more aura encounters before we're done. Oh, we get another Wobbuffet chance. Here we go. I was hoping. I was really hoping. I'm happy we at least saw another Wall Fed. Like, it wasn't just the one. Does it only have Shadow Tag? Like, is there another ability it could have? No, it looks like it's just Shadow Tag, so I need to just try and remember I can't run from it. Okay, we get another aura encounter. Why am I taking another egg? I have a very bad habit of autopiloting at the end of the stream. Alright, we're hatching 257, I guess. Oop. Let's see, one more aura encounter. These next two should hatch rather quickly after the other. Of wait for the last egg that I accidentally took. Wow, that, yeah, a lot quicker than I was expecting. Like rapid fire hatches. Alright, we are officially halfway to odds. We've got one more egg to hatch for the night. See if there can maybe be one more aura encountered. You want to give me one chance tonight, Farfetch'd? Nope, guess not. We got our final egg hatching. Do we end tonight with a shiny from the egg I didn't mean to claim? Nope, we do not get a shiny tonight. That is big unfortunate. Big unfortunate. That's a phrase. It is what it is, though. Did not mean to drive into the drift loom. We'll make one loop around back to the daycare, and then end it there. Oh no. Let's sit for all this now. And that is going to be it. Alright, well thank you everyone so much for watching tonight. I do appreciate that I'm getting people showing up. It means so much to me. It helps keep me somewhat focused. Like, I don't know how to describe it. This is such a better experience when there's just people. So thank you so much to Sam and Draven and Austin as well, who showed up for a little bit there. Thank you all very much. I will be back on Friday for another stream. We will be continuing on this. Hopefully we get a shiny then. Hopefully there's maybe more shiny Wobbuffet chances to get that number up, because that's the shiny of this group. I think that would be the shiny I would really like to get the most. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, we had pack openings go up today, and another one goes up tomorrow. Today was the Black Bolt Leaf Trainer Box. Tomorrow is the White Flare one. There's also another opening on Sunday, which I don't know how my luck for Mega Evolution is as good as it is. That's all I can say about that opening. So stay tuned for that and more. Stay tuned for Friday stream and just more whatever else I can do for the channel. Have a good night, everybody.